So this video is for the group that is going to be doing the analysis for the Wanser-Boulys paper, specifically to this classification of sentences portraying recommendations for clinical and healthcare policy applications. So again, just to make sure, this is the paper we're talking about. So the idea behind this classification is to classify areas within the papers where one of two, whenever there's a recommendation, the paper is making using language to make a recommendation in terms of either clinical measures or healthcare policy. Okay, and basically here you have the protocol that we're talking about. So this classification is not about PACLIS. This is something completely different. Later on, the idea is to use this healthcare policy, classification in terms of clinical or healthcare policy recommendations to see whether there's an association with PACLIS. But this specific classification is not about PACLIS. So what I did was to pick up one paper from this list of I think now over 80 papers. And I just took one, for no reason, prognosis in severe shock. What I did was that I downloaded this paper, and it is here. Okay. So basically what I did was to read the entire paper, looking for any sentence that would make either a clinical recommendation or a healthcare policy recommendation. Now what happens with this paper is that this paper is primarily about prognosis. And in prognosis, unless they were making some recommendation in terms of some kind of marker or clinical symptom or imaging or whatever, that should always be used in order to define prognosis. Prognosis papers, they tend to be poor whenever it comes to recommendation language. However, there's one sentence here that clearly states a recommendation. So this sentence, and I highlighted this in yellow, says that being the case, every shock patient should have the benefit of immediate resuscitation. So basically, what he's saying here is that he's making a recommendation. Every shock patient should have the benefit of immediate resuscitation. So if there's a shock, there is a resuscitation. So the classification here would be to say that this paper has one location where recommendation language is available, and then copy and paste this into a spreadsheet.